It is a go. Hello and welcome to the second podcast that we just decided to do because it's easier than actually recording.
Yeah, well, a combination of it's easier than actually recording, and then half the time we end up talking about so much stuff before we can record.
Anyway.
And we did, but we didn't cover the topics that we decided we were going to sit on. So
okay,
so it's one of those that, because a lot of that other stuff.
Topic for the day is my wiener, Austin.
It's always about money.
So we just watched the Infinity War trailer also, which will date this. It is November 29th.
This will go up December 18th.
Of next year.
Yes.
We tricked you, got you.
The movie's already out.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Probably.
That
Spider-Man armor, though.
That's intriguing.
Mm-hmm. Because that wasn't Iron Spider.
No.
So...
But it was glowing.
Well, it was shiny.
It was shiny.
It was shiny.
So
had a lot of white on it too, which is kind of like the what's that studio that's making the Spider-Man game on PS4?
I don't know.
Is it Naughty Dog? I can't fucking remember. Anyway, yeah, that one.
That one.
It looks like that Spider-Man costume. Activision.
Yeah,
it's that one. Fuck. So I mean, to give myself a big ironic slap in the face, I started watching Dragon Ball Super.
Yes, he is caved.
That's the thing that happened.
I rewatched Toradora while he did this.
Oh yeah.
I felt the emotions all over again.
Oh yeah.
I want someone to scream my name like Tyga does.
No.
It hurt. It hurt inside.
Yeah, guys, go watch Toradora. I know I've shielded enough, but like. Fucking masterpiece. It's the best romance like anime, but it's like my favorite romance story.
It's so good. It's really good.
Anyway,
but so Dragon Ball Super. What you think? What's your downsides? What's your upswings?
So I've watched up to, I believe it's episode 24, 23, somewhere around there. Goku just went Super Saiyan Blue against Frieza, and that was the end of the episode. It's just for reference. So, okay, big pros and cons.
Yeah.
For pros, I think it has a really good soundtrack. I think the opening is like rock fucking solid. I really, really like it. And the intro itself is pretty alright. It's a little bland. Nothing like too crazily over the top. Some neat shots, but nothing super cool. The outro's fine until the English cover comes in later, which they did an English cover of the intro as well, like halfway or like episode like 15 or some shit. It sounds fine. The Japanese versions of both are still better. So animation, it's not as bad as I expected because everyone's like, dude, the animation for Super is so bad. But I think most people forgot how bad the animation for Dragon Ball Z was most of the time.
Yeah.
Because there's some parts of the Frieza saga
where
it looks just so fucking bad.
Or it's incredibly lazy.
Oh, God. Like, inaccurate and inconsistent would describe, like, Dragon Ball Z's poor animation at points. Where Super so far has been, like, pretty okay. I mean, there's a couple frames that you can see. It's like those interframes when they're in the middle of, like, a swing or, like, a throw or, like, a big, heavily animated motion. And if you pause it, well, yeah, it's going to look like shit. Like, and some of them are more obvious than others, but that's not as often. And often they'll upgrade the animation, like, for a certain shot in the middle of episodes.
Yeah.
I think how Super starts is really strong because it kind of picks up where the OVA Yo Son Goku and his friends return, which was kind of a fun little side story, and it touches more on just Goku being forced to be a farmer because money, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like there's I sent you a Snapchat.
You sent me a Snapchat
Mr. Satan punching quote unquote Goku and he flies off. Oh, I forgot my tractor. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard.
I was busting it up. I'm like, you gotta be shitting.
I think as far as comedy goes, it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
It did, because I had seen Battle of Gods and Revival of F, And there are a lot of things I think the movies did better. I mean, pace, obviously, because it's a fucking hour and a half, like, tops. But, dude, Super's pace is, like, god-awful.
It's really slow.
Because it starts really fast. Like, Beerus shows up and is, like, an active member of the plot by episode 4. So it's, like, 2 episodes of, like, here's what they're doing now, and then it's like, okay, but here's the threat, though. And it's not over till episode 14. So it's like, it's 10 episodes of, like, fuck. Because between Goku fights Beerus and gets his ass kicked on King Kai's planet, and then Beerus goes to Earth, and Vegeta preoccupies Beerus, they fight, Goku shows up, he gets Super Saiyan God, and then they fight, and that's 5 episodes of just them fighting. It's, for having, like, Dragon Ball Z been around for so long, it made so many mistakes that Dragon Ball Z, the anime, made, which is, like, these fights are way too long.
Yeah.
Like, nothing is happening. There are many, many, like, minutes of episodes just blown from just Beerus and Goku standing at opposite sides of space and just yelling and powering up, and, like, a dragon comes out of them, and then they clash fists one time, and then they back up, and they power up again. It's like, this is the anime. Like, there's a manga based on this that's, like, you don't have to follow, because the anime, as far as I know, is coming first. So it's like, why are you doing this? There's no reason. And then when that wraps up, it's whatever. But it did a lot of reveals way worse. Like, Videl being pregnant was way better done in the movie, because it was when, I forget who it is, has a gun, and Gohan's dressed as Great Saiyaman, and he's deflecting bullets with his finger, and he's drunk, and he fucks up, and he reflects a bullet into Videl's leg, and Dende's healing her, and he's like, wait a minute, like, there's another person, like, oh god, are you? And she's like, shut up. And then she reveals later, like, yeah, like, when they're doing the ceremony, you need 6 Saiyans. They only have 5, so it's like, oh, Videl's pregnant, so like, oh, it can be a 6th one, because whatever. And then the reveal is kind of pissed away when it's just like, they're doing the ceremony for like 10 minutes, and it doesn't work. And then Videl's like, hey, I think the sand in my belly works, and everyone's like, oh, you're pregnant, whoa! It's like, I think Beerus and Whis are okay. I mean, I think the voice actors are really good. So, like, that's good. I think they've done the setup for Revival of F, like, way better. Because Revival of F starts on such a, like, dumb fucking note. Where it's very, like, slap hazard. Okay, we need a reason to bring back Frieza. Frieza's back. Done. Where, like, I think Super, because it's an episodic format, like, it has a better, I won't say pace, but, like, it has a better way and, like, rhythm of handling what Super is going to be as a series. So far, like, I don't hate it. And, like, Super Saiyan God, honestly, like, it doesn't even fucking bug me anymore. Because I've seen it so much, and it's been so long that, like, I was actually like, come on, like, get Super Saiyan God. Okay, now get Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, like, as dumb as it is. I'm just like, but just get the power up,
get over it.
It's like, let's just get to it. I want to see it. And it's fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the dub only goes up to, like, episode, like, 38 or 9 or something. So I'll be caught up before too long, and then I think it updates every Sunday. But yeah, so far it's okay. I won't eat my words just yet, because I mean, I've already seen this basically. So
you're good. But no, like, because these are parts of my shower thoughts with everything, because it's one of those, like, and it's probably why I still won't watch Super.
Because I haven't seen all of Z yet.
Well, I haven't. But I know how all of Z goes.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, like, that I wouldn't feel bad if I hadn't. But because I'm almost done with all of Z. But it's the same reason why I'm like, I'm not gonna watch Naruto. I'm not gonna watch anything beyond the first 2 seasons of Bleach. Things like that, because it's one of those. And we talked about this once before, and I don't think it made it onto podcast. But Power Up shows.
It's shonen anime.
Power Up shonens, they're Not good.
Okay.
I don't like them.
So in
what I had a thought about, and it's one of those, because a lot of these shows are able to do it. They're like, and they end up doing it retroactively, like after the fact. And it's like, you should have started with this, because then it feels like a more natural progression.
Yeah.
Is techniques.
Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of new ones.
Less power-ups, more techniques. You know, that most recent thing that we got to see out of Super, or that
the
spinning Kamehameha.
The sliding one.
Come, more of that shit. Mm-hmm. Don't give Goku power-ups for like the next 200 episodes or whatever. At least the next 100 episodes, and just make the stuff he does.
And to that credit, though, like, we haven't seen every new technique that they've done.
Yeah, no, so to be fair. But, I mean, like, that's the thing you got to do, and put things together. You know, I had the same thought about that with, like, Bleach. It's one of those, you know, instead of immediately giving Ichigo, I think it's the Bankai or whatever, that's that sword transformation. Yeah. They could have given him something else, you know, something that...
But that's what everyone already had, for the most part. So
that was just something at the time Captains only originally had. It wasn't it? For the most part?
No. So there were Captains, like Kenpachi...
Yeah.
Doesn't have a Bankai.
He doesn't have one.
Period.
Yeah, I knew he didn't.
But his lieutenant does.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that. No, it wasn't so much that it was, like, assigned to captains. It's just more so they had the ability to do so.
Yeah.
Kind of like Renji and Rangiku.
Learning it, yeah. Well, that's
and, like, all,
that's
all
what I
those
was
lieutenants
getting.
that have them, but...
Yeah, but I mean, like, but either way, it's the continuing it with that had been something like, all right, to help with pacing, have him figure some other crap out, and then it kicks in after the fact when the next one comes. You know, it's one of those like
he didn't get it for a while.
It took him a bit. He got it before the end of that arc.
That was the rescue
of Rukia arc.
Yeah, that was the rescue Rukia arc, which I mean, like, it made sense because it was him building up to fight Byakuya.
Yeah.
So like that was his big reversal that like, oh, I had this the whole time.
Yeah, well,
like,
no, I mean that I get. It's the build up to it that I'm talking about. It's one of those. It shouldn't like, okay, well, this is the next progression, so this is what we're gonna go to. There needs to be my thoughts, because this is exactly what JoJo does. And maybe
there's a very hard power cap.
Yeah, well, like in JoJo's is a very hard power cap, but it's one of those. The best way I can put it is the difference between Jonathan and Joseph. I wouldn't necessarily say one has more Hamon power than the other, but Joseph just really good at coming up with bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
he naturally had the ability on top of his like cunningness.
Yeah. And so
I don't think that's a word. But on top of his cunning.
But that's what I'm getting at. I'm like, because I'm watching Black Clover right now, or trying to.
Oh, okay.
And it's from the creators of Bleach and Naruto comes Black Clover. And aside from the kid, and I can't remember his name right now, constantly screaming, "I'm going to be the Wizard King," and that is annoying the hell out of me at this point. But beyond that, I'm getting the same vibe out of it again, or I'm like, oh no, we're hitting power ups. We're just gonna keep powering up.
I mean,
we? Like,
it depends.
It kills me.
Because honestly,
powering up's not bad.
I think power ups and transformations are fine so long as they're handled appropriately or like significant.
But that's the point I'm getting at. You know, it's one thing if like, all right, I pulled out all the stops, all these techniques. It's like the first time Goku goes Super Saiyan. That is worth it. That is an excellent use of it. Super Saiyan 2 gets a little leery with it, but it works out because Goku's...
Super Saiyan 2 was perfect for Gohan.
For Gohan,
and then Goku was like, I did another world.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 2 and 3, so it's like, oh, he did it off screen.
And that works just fine, and everything else. It starts getting a little wonky after that.
Okay, so...
But I mean, you understand what I'm saying with that, because there's lots of things like, all right, that could have been done differently. I'm Super Saiyan 2... Kaioken. Yeah. I want to see more using these things in these forms and having them fail before I see a transformation.
Okay, well, so the thing with that...
I need another power, though.
The thing with that I think Dragon Ball Z actually... Or, I mean, Dragon Ball in general handles, like, actually pretty decently is that, it... Not to quote Goku, but it came out of a need... Or came from a response to a need, not a desire.
Yeah.
So, like, all I'd say like Super Saiyan 1 and 2 appearing like were very
much out of a need.
Vital, yeah.
Very much.
And then
oh shit.
Super Saiyan 2 and 3 for Goku was like he did another world, he had all this time to train, whatever.
And it came to him naturally.
Super Saiyan 4 was like a huge build up to like, okay, what is this going to accomplish? And then, oh shit, it's like Super Saiyan 4, okay. And then something that I think Super explained and like showed a lot more because it had more screen time was like Super Saiyan Blue is just a modifier. It's just God power that they achieved applied to the Super Saiyan form, and they can turn it on and off. Like their godly key is honestly just it's just a new boost.
It's just a different burning flame instead of being a red flame, a blue flame. That kind
of. Super Saiyan God is its own form.
Well, I get that, but I mean that's kind of the way you would justify it. Essentially, it's just one of those they just turned the energy up.
Right. Well, it's potential that they had unlocked by doing the ritual, or in Vegeta's case, training with people who have it, or like gods around. It's Vegeta's case is fucking very poorly.
Vegeta's always been poor with
they don't care.
How he
well, that's why I liked his arc in the Buu saga, where it's like I did all this training and I'm still not better. Like,
yeah.
Fuck. So he gives up and takes the Majin boost,
yeah.
and then he still can't win because he he finds out later that like Goku was holding back the whole time because he had Super Saiyan 3, and he's like, this fucking sucks. And that resolved why I was so mad before. It's like that was the good arc that Vegeta had, but going into Super, he explains further. He's just like, no, like I'm not happy about it. Like we are enemies at a truce, and like he trains with Goku. Like he's initially not happy about it, but like they get along just fine when they train. So it's like, no, Vegeta's still like the same from the end of the Buu saga. It's just he's like, no, I still have the chance. Like Super, as far as why I think it'd be a bit more watchable for you, is that it's a clean slate where it's like, all right,
that is very true.
So all their work up to this point, fucking, I mean, it's dumb and like not great to say, but like wipe it off the table, because like God Ki is now their new zero. So like Super Saiyan God is where they're starting from, and so with Frieza training, which thank God they fucking actually try to explain it in Super, it's still not great. So you have Frieza's explanation is, I never trained before, period. So if I train even a little, like I should be fine, because Goku's had all this time to train since like he's been alive, and me, who is in hell and dead. And so with like, and thinking about that, I was like, that's fucking stupid. Like 4 months of training will just override like 20 years. But thinking about it, like Frieza with zero training took Goku to go Super Saiyan to even barely match. Like Goku still almost lost. So it was like, okay, I can kind of see that. And then Goku at base form and Frieza at his final form, like not Golden Frieza, having trained, they were like even. So it was like, oh, I mean, it's kind of a retread of the Frieza saga, but like, like, I guess. I mean, we'll see where it goes, how Super redoes events, but because it actually redid a lot. Like, Piccolo's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Piccolo died again, protecting Gohan, which, Jesus fucking Christ, Gohan gets it really rough.
Does he?
From Frieza. Like, he gets shot through his body like 12 times, and he's like a bloody pile on the ground, and he's like bleeding and dying, and he can't talk, so he gets up one more time to power up to Super Saiyan, and it drains his life force. But because of the power up, Goku could sense him with instant transmission, and he gets there in time. And Gohan was like, it worked. So it was like, wow. Like, fuck. Also, Captain Ginyu comes back, which was actually pretty fucking sick. And then he dies within like 10 minutes of being on screen. Oh, phone call.
Okay.
So yeah, because in the Frieza saga, after everything goes down with the Dragon Balls, they wish everyone...
Spoilers!
Yeah, for the Frieza saga.
Lots of spoilers,
dude, people have already seen it.
They should.
Probably. I don't think anyone cares about Super. But, so in the Frieza saga, like, in Dragon Ball Z, Dende wishes everyone on Namek
this is
back
in
to
Z.
Earth. This is in Z.
Okay, yeah, no, never
I mean,
mind.
it is spoilers for Super.
Reverse spoilers.
Yeah, because I haven't seen Revival of
Super
Earth since
spoilers.
it came out. Super spoilers. He wishes everyone on Namek back to Earth except for Goku and Frieza.
Yeah.
And that included Captain Ginyu, who was turned into a frog because of his change ability, because Goku threw up a frog to save Vegeta.
Yeah.
Which was the most lucky shit on fucking planet. So Ginyu as a frog was on Earth this entire time, and then it didn't happen in the movie, I'm pretty sure. But Frieza has a new underling called Tagoma, and he's a really buff guy. He's the guy that Vegeta beat the shit out of for 4 months, and he kept using a revitalization chamber, and he's kind of had like a Zenkai, like Saiyan type boost, where like the more he's revived from the brink of death, the stronger he gets. Which I think they kind of totally forgot about that ability for Saiyans in Super, because people almost die like multiple times, and there is zero mention of that ability. Which is kind of a bummer, because that means Gohan would have been, like, really strong within a matter of, like, 15 minutes. Because he dies, like, almost 3 times. Yeah, Gohan gets it real bad. So...
we call that Gohan's soft-naturedness.
Poor
He doesn't
Gohan.
realize
He
it's
tried.
both.
He tried real hard. Poor kid. So, yeah, Ginyu jumps in the way of Tagoma, and he writes in like the dirt, change now, like in their alien language, and the guy reads it out loud, so they swap bodies, and then Ginyu's in Tagoma's body, and he's like, oh fuck yeah, and he goes up to Frieza like, oh look at me, I'm a Ginyu, and Frieza's like, oh shit, you're back, and it's really funny, and then once Goku and Vegeta finally arrive, Vegeta gets in front of Ginyu and just fucking blasts him away, and he just vaporizes. And Goku's like, dude, what the fuck? We just got here. And he's just like, I beat an enemy. Like, I eliminated a threat. Shut up. Goku's like...
It was Captain Ginyu. I just finished him off.
But I just love
I'm closing a loose end.
Because you've seen Vegeta as, like, kind of a softie this whole time. And then the moment he sees Ginyu, just murders him. Just gone. Not a speck left behind. It's like, there's the old Vegeta we know and love.
Yeah.
Like, look at him go.
Not fighting. Murder.
Instant.
Instant murder.
5 seconds. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. No, Super's alright. Like, I've heard it gets worse with all the OC characters they introduce later, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But
okay, so that's it for the Dragon Ball Super Power Hour.
pretty much. Was that?
No, it was like
about
23 minutes.
20 minutes of super power.
So yeah. So what's on Austin's plate?
Oh, not terribly too much. Just cleaning house, playing some games.
Yeah, Skyrim VR is out apparently.
Skyrim VR is out?
Yeah, that was the thing.
I didn't know Skyrim VR was a thing.
It's on PSVR.
I knew Fallout VR is a thing, but that comes out in December.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Liam from the Rising Super Stream did like a 3-hour video on it, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing.
How'd it look?
Fine.
Pretty fine. He say it controlled okay, everything?
From what I saw, I kind of just skipped around to see what it looked like, but then I saw the frostbite spiders, and I was like, I'm never gonna buy that, because I had the realization, like, Bethesda spiders in VR, not a fan.
I'm gonna have to maybe spend the money on that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on
because it's getting to winter time, and in the winter I always seem to turn to Skyrim.
Yeah, I've been getting there.
Every winter I seem to turn to Skyrim, and then as it turns to spring, I jump back into Fallout games. It's just like a natural progression. I don't know why.
It's like your period.
I think it's the weather.
Bethesda.
I think snow.
That's the
I think snow makes me long for the mountains.
I long for dragon screams.
I need the mountains.
Dragon creams.
But no, that's about it there. I don't know if I mentioned the last one. I finished training. I am now buff man.
He's so strong.
I am so strong.
He stopped farting on my head.
Nope. I haven't stopped that. I have not stopped that. You wish I stopped that.
Boy, do I.
Could you imagine if I actually did that?
There are stains forming. I can see brown.
That would be hilarious if I just snuck in your house and farted on you all the time. Nope.
Stop. Why?
Nope, but
Dude,
I don't do that.
Fucking one of our guys at work, I work at a grocery store, and one of our truck crew guys he was stocking some marshmallows on the ground, and my friend Dalton and I were on the opposite side of the aisle, and he just turns his head, and just the loudest like like super far, like echoes across the aisle, and like Dalton and I just like like heaving with laughter, like trying not to just fucking scream. It was so loud. Oh my god. It was like a fucking soundboard fart.
It's amazing.
Oh god.
The new girl at my workplace let one rip,
Farts.
and just the fucking bright red and the embarrassment on her face was fucking hilarious.
I'm just like,
and I think
oh.
I think the funniest part is because she's never really worked on our shift at all. It's one of those, like, she doesn't know that the rest of us have no problem just fucking walking up and ripping ass in each other's faces and walking off.
It's a fact of life.
And I'm the youngest one
It's
there.
going to happen.
So I'm like, yeah, no, this shit happens. Like, get over it. But so it was just fucking hilarious because she just beat her. I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
Like, we're not stupid. We know the acoustics of this room. It was you.
Man, somebody stepped on a duck.
Like, that's some crazy barking spiders. You might need to get that taken care of.
It's happening again.
But beyond that, the movie and music server at home is almost done.
Cool.
So before long, there'll be an endless streaming of Animus and the occasional Game of Thrones episode
Yes.
on my television, just constantly playing in the office.
Just be like my friend Dawn and just have like a constant rotation of 400 episodes of Detective Conan on at home at a time.
It will more or less be that, only because most things are story driven. I gotta have them. I gotta program that to work out. But my friend Chris says he knows a good shuffle program.
Word.
That'll just auto shuffle it for me, and then I can just port that into a playlist, and then copy over. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. And then you'll randomly walk over, and or not walk over because you're too far away. You'll
walk
randomly
into your house.
You'll randomly walk into my house sometime, and you'll hear the screams of
the children in the basement.
of Taiga or Ryuji, whichever
Oh,
one.
I'm fucking leaving the house. If I walk in and I hear that, I'm like, oh.
So
that's
shit.
not okay.
Emotions. And combined with lots
Like,
of auras.
Episode 19 of Toradora, I think, like, reminded me what it is to be a human being. It's just like everything you could want, at every emotion.
Dude,
It's like, oh.
The first time like the heavy emotions hit me is when Ryuji gets hit in the head in the pool.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's
that fucking.
I'm trying to skirt around spoilers, but like
that's the only.
Yeah, the pool scene was it was a big one.
That sequence of yelling in my head is just stuck in there, and I'm like, I want someone to yell my name like that. Damn it!
Gonna stop it here, kind of.
Too many spoilers.
We're gonna talk about some Toradora spoilers real quick. So if that's not your cup of tea, like, bounce.
We'll try to remember to say, hey, this is when the spoilers are over. Give it like 10 minutes
of brevity.
5 to 10 minutes.
I have often wondered, like, I want to pick a point in the Toradora, like, timeline and be like, what if they just ran with it from there? Because so badly I want to see, like, what if Ryuji and Taiga just got together? Like, what if Ryuji didn't make it far away from her apartment after episode 19? Like, when she runs out for him, what if he was still there? And he's like, hey, I forgot something in your apartment. And she was right there. Like, what would she have done? Because it's like, how do you cover that?
There's a lot of moments like that.
Because it's like, I want that to happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, seeing Taiga suffer, a happy Garrett not make.
No.
Because the whole series is laden with Taiga suffering until Ryuji notices.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. It's one of those. It's a lot of out of her suffering and him solving the problems for her because
Yeah.
he cares, but he doesn't realize that he's doing it because he cares. He's just doing it because he's like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, because
you just deal with this small tiger in my house and get it over
he
with.
doesn't actually think about it until Kihara mentions it directly to him after a study date. I forget, it's like episode like 16 or some shit.
Yeah.
Because she has a big crush on
Kitamura.
God damn it, yeah, Kitamura.
Yeah.
I always want to say Kawashima or Maruo, which is what Kihara calls him.
Yeah.
But so like after they leave the restaurant, Johnny's, like she runs up to Ryuji and she's like, "Hey, like you don't think that Taiga and Kitamura really have a chance, do they?" He's just like,
"You don't want this to happen, do you?"
Yeah, and he's just like, "Are you in love with?" And then he gets cut off, and then he's just like, "Hey, you're hanging out with Taiga so much because you love her, right? Like, you don't want him, like, you don't want them to be a thing, right?" And he's like, "Wait, what?" And then he, like, you see the gears start to turn in his head, like the cobwebs dust off, and he's like,
"Yeah,
wait,
that loose gear has realigned."
Yeah,
and
he's like, "Wait,
correctly.
What am I doing?"
Yeah,
and then from that point on, he starts struggling with that question. He's just like, "What do I want?"
Yeah,
because
he's like, I'm
so
caught
many
between the two.
So many times Kawashima corners him, and she's always just like, "You need to stop doing this because like someone's gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
like you need to stop playing Papa."
And
like,
he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's so funny because seeing it so many times, Kawashima is like yelling the answers he needs, but he's just like so mature and all this fucking, I don't know, man, shit. Speaking riddles.
About? You don't know what you're talking about, girl.
And he's the only one that doesn't get it.
Yeah,
because Minori has that moment where, God, I forget what it happens after, but Kawashima walks by and says, "Guilt's all gone," and Minori like has a fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
And then she's super weird around Ryuji for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just like, God, Ryuji is such a fucking idiot.
But
he has to be.
Well, and you have to give him some credit in all the early stuff because you didn't know, you remember.
Yeah,
you thought it was going to be one of those things where you're like, oh, these two are matchmaking on the other side, and I'm sitting like, dude, I realized after Dragon and Tiger speech that like, oh, here we go. There's our two love interests. Like.
I was more open to the idea that it might not end up that way, and I'm glad I was wrong.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those
point stands. Yeah,
you know, your first time through, you're definitely kind of wondering, like, all right, what, like they should, but what?
Did you watch the dub or the sub this time?
Both actually. Both? Yeah.
You watched them back to back. Oh God,
with the OVA and SOS.
OVA is good. I still haven't watched the SOS ones because I saw what it was and I was like,
I stopped watching them after probably 6 or 7 of them because
there's like 9. Because
there's more than that.
Jesus Christ!
Because they get really redundant really fast.
I mean, it'd be fun just to hear all the voice actors again, but like, not for nothing. Because don't they just review food basically?
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck.
And it always starts with. I'm hungry for this. Well, how about I show you something like this? Okay. They go to place fuck. I keep wanting to say Midoriya.
Minori.
That's the wrong anime.
That's
Minori
fine. It's basically the same thing.
And
when's my Toradora My Hero Academia crossover?
But
that'd be not great. That'd be really hard to sell.
Really hard. But so they get there and she's already eating another variant of what it is.
Oh, okay.
And then they all try 2 or 3 different variants of it. Then Kitamura comes in and is like, "Excellent job, you two. You two sold it perfectly."
Kitamura's character arc is so bizarre. Because he goes from super straight edge class rep to like
hyper rebel crazy man
to super weirdo.
Yeah.
Because like, I think the moment that sells it is when he fucking slides in on the floor on his face.
Yeah. What are you doing? I'm showing you the ultimate form of frustration. What? Frustration!
Frustration! It's just the one arm up angle. God.
Just like, what the fuck happened?
And nobody asks him, like, why he's doing these things.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Like in Christmas Party, he's shirtless Santa.
Shirtless
man.
Santa. Just the straps.
Just the straps.
Just the straps.
Yeah. Straight edge, super rebel, weird.
Sexy Santa. It's a straight line. You either die as a straight edge class rep, or you live long enough to see yourself become a hot Santa Claus. I guess there ends the Toradora spoilers. 35 minutes.
35. Hey, we called it. Just about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I'll leave that last bit in there, though. Oh boy,
it's amazing.
Had ourselves a funny.
Oh, fuck.
What else is there?
That's
fuck.
fantastic.
What's coming up on the docket? What are we looking forward to? Infinity Wars. I mean, that's a ways off yet, isn't it?
Still need to watch a bunch of Marvel stuff.
I've been wanting to. I don't own any of them.
I don't
that are at least part of the MCU. Like, I own Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, but
yeah.
I have...
Homecoming is at the gas station. It can be picked up today. Maybe I'll do
Yeah,
that
I
on
need
my
to
way
watch
home.
that.
I might do that on my way home. Pick that up to watch it. Get some popcorn.
Oh, date night.
Date night.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I got that for Brady for his birthday.
Oh,
Sweet. He was psyched.
There you go.
I like Spider-Man.
But yeah, so Marvel stuff. Excited for
Marvel Infinite stuff. Venom, Black Widow, and Winter Soldier come out for DLC on the 5th of December. That'll be next week.
That'll be very nice.
Geese comes out for Tekken tomorrow. PUBG comes out.
Yeah, PUBG
like
comes out for...
Shit, what is that, next week?
Either next week or the week after for all you console
And
guys.
is crossplay confirmed at launch? I thought it was.
At launch, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Crossplay is confirmed between PC, Nintendo, and Microsoft.
Yep. The Switch version is coming later.
Yep, the Switch version.
And Sony can suck my dick.
And Sony decided
Everyone's
they
dick.
don't like to play with anyone.
Sony doesn't like playing anybody's game. It's super gay.
It's going to be the end of them.
Fuck it. It very quickly is becoming the end of them.
Sony is now on a losing fight where Nintendo looks like they're going to start dominating the mobile market. Between phone games and the Switch, Nintendo's going to dominate the mobile market.
Well, I mean, they already had the mobile market with the 3DS.
That Xbox X, just on physical components inside, is going to smash the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, because PS4 Pro wasn't much of an upgrade.
Yeah, and then for those of us who are on PC and don't feel inclined to buy an Xbox...
We'll buy a Switch.
It's one of those, that's exactly it. We're going to go buy a Switch.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people say that.
Xbox isn't going, we've got Xbox exclusives anymore. We have Microsoft exclusives now.
Yeah, which makes Microsoft look really good.
Makes them look really good.
It brings hella good PR.
It brings them tons of good money and everything else. And Sony's still, nope, we have exclusive titles. We have this. Oh, nope, no we don't. We can't afford to hold on to this IP anymore because we're going bankrupt, so we now have to share it, because that's what Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
You know, they're on a downhill losing battle. The company will never go away.
No.
But as a console...
I just want them to fail enough to realize that they're fucking it up and change their ways. Like, I don't want Sony to go away. Like, I love Sony and I love the PS4, and for fuck's sake, I don't want them to fuck up their exclusives.
I don't want to lose Persona.
But yeah, I think Persona's fine.
Yeah, I think they'd just be like,
Persona's
alright,
fine.
well, PlayStation's gone to the PC! But...
Dear God.
That'd be amazing.
The mods. The nude mods alone. Billions of dollars.
But so, like, Sony, you got to start playing nice with everyone. Because
they don't want to.
It don't matter that they don't want to. Everyone's now gunning for them. That's the issue they got to look at. Like,
they're the only ones that aren't.
I didn't mention this, but I'm running stock market sims again because I want to start trying to invest a little bit of money into it because I'm really good at it. But I haven't done it yet because I got to get a little bit of money put together, and I'm gonna see what everything does before I just start buying stuff.
Right.
But Sony is actively being attacked, even in market, even in the market.
EA stock.
EA stock is trashed. I'm so glad. Like, I'm mad.
They deserve it. They had it coming.
Yeah, I'm mad that it took this long to finally happen, but I'm so glad it's finally happening. Like, say what you sports game players and things like that. I understand you guys don't mind buying your new sports game every year, just like the COD fans don't mind buying a new COD game every year. That's fine and dandy. That company is fucking crooked, though.
Yeah, real bad.
They've done some
Super
fucked up
shade.
shit. It's time for something to bite them in the ass. So, I mean, there's petitions for Lucasfilms to pull their licensing for EA.
Armchair CEO, what company would you give the Lucasfilms brand to?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that's
I
fucking
felt like it
impossible.
was. I felt like giving it off to DICE and everything was a pretty good choice, even though it didn't work out the way that I thought it did. But I don't like it being in EA's hands.
Yeah.
Which DICE is in EA's hands. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to give it to Infinity Ward or.
Well, because
Activision,
LucasArts was making them
Firaxis and
themselves
Treyarch or
before,
whatever.
right?
What's up?
Not Lucasfilm.
Firaxis.
Sorry, LucasArts
But,
was making their own games before, right?
Yeah, it was LucasArts. Yeah, LucasArts had it before, and that got bought out
Yeah.
or was sold or
Where
whatever.
did those teams go?
I think they went. I don't know where all the teams went. I know a lot of the teams went to Bethesda.
Really?
Yeah, because like Knights of the Old Republic and
Bethesda
all that.
Star
that's a
Wars
Bethesda
might be something interesting.
Or not
but
Bethesda, not Bethesda. BioWare. I mean, sorry.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
That makes more
LucasArts
sense.
guys were part of BioWare.
Duh. Mass Effect. Duh.
And I don't know where those guys all went.
They evaporated.
But Bethesda would be.
They died.
Bethesda would be a pretty
EA
good
killed
choice
them all.
for story based RPG stuff because that's what a lot of people like.
Yeah,
And
but I'm just
Bethesda's
thinking it's
knocked it out of
like
the
Star
park.
Wars. I think still kind of needs multiplayer also.
Oh yeah, it still needs its
But-
Battlefront games. I just don't know what company would handle it well.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know.
Battlefront.
Boy.
Not Battlefront. Battlefield is.
Did you see? Sorry to interrupt, but this is
Curbing.
very important.
You're pointing. You're good.
I'm pointing.
That's my nose. Booped.
Um,
I've been booped.
Bandai Namco has been supposedly hinting at a My Hero Academia game.
Really?
Yes. I haven't checked the website and probably should now.
Do it now.
But they posted an image, a teaser image that was of a microwave and an egg, which is like, what?
Oh.
What?
That's the nose.
Is that the thing?
You're on the tip of the nose.
Yes.
That wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I'm trying to
Dude, Bandai Namco have really
I'm trying to think what they would do with it outside of just like
really
a
turned
fighting
their
game.
shit around. Well, it's not. That's not just Tekken.
Well, I know, but
But-
I'm just.
I mean, that's
trying
just
to,
the publisher.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like, because what could you do with My Hero Academia other than a fighting game? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to say Muso, but I mean Muso. Oh fuck.
So
Like Dynasty Warriors and shit. Because that's the easy one. Because you can do that with anything.
Yeah.
So far, yeah, it's just Bandai might be teasing a new My Hero game. Yeah, nothing confirmed yet.
Yeah.
But still, something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. No.
'Cause, I like
that's in a
Bandai
good
Namco.
company hands there. I'm not going to say they've always freaking knocked things out of the park, but they do.
I think lately they've been doing really well.
They've been doing really well lately, and they've got a good track record. So
But I'd take
cool
a My
with
Hero
that.
fighting game. Like fuck everyone.
Yeah, I'd take it too.
Make blank fighting game. I'm usually on board.
yeah.
Because there's such a cast that it's a
For that
fucking-
especially.
it's an obvious choice, dude. You want like easy answer. JoJo Eyes of Heaven, My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Just there you go.
Yeah.
3D Arena Brawler, do it. Like
Yeah.
Naruto Clash of a Ninja, like free
Yeah.
money, done.
Yeah.
And guess what?
It works.
That was Bandai Namco.
They're good. Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
exactly what I'm getting.
Done.
That's what
Dude,
that's what brought
Another
my mind
thing
to
with
it.
that is so fucking weird. I think it was Naruto Clash of a Ninja like 4, I think. It was one of the later ones. Lars from Tekken is a character in that game.
Awesome.
It's fucking weird. Like he has his own like Naruto themed outfit, but he has all of his Japanese voice clips on the English dub. Like you can't change his voice. It's really funny. And he has all of his moves. It's fucking weird.
That's fine.
Fucking Lars is so cool shit.
It's hilarious.
Lars
That's fine.
Alexanderson. Fuck you guys that hate Lars. You're wrong. You're just not cool enough.
Yeah, I need to do some checking on when we're gonna get more My Hero Academia and more JoJo.
Yeah, it's been a minute. since
JoJo would have normally started up again after the last 2 arcs, essentially. So
Oh, well, I mean, we'll probably early next year.
yeah, something like that.
If we don't get a
maybe.
confirmation by the end of this year, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I
Because
haven't.
they're probably taking the time to just pump out all the episodes
Yeah.
so that they can upload them
Yeah,
in a good rhythm.
You know,
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's what's kind of good, at least with anime, where it's like, if I don't pay attention, by the time it's announced, I'll be like, hey, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then I'll just watch it again.
Pretty much. That's how I
Before
feel
then.
about it. You know, there was something that did that to me out of the blue, and I was like, it was Ruby this year. I forgot.
Still haven't touched it.
Yeah, I know you haven't. Ruby was like
I'll have played them in a fighting game before I saw the anime.
I know, it's amazing. No, yeah, Ruby was already 3 episodes in for the season by the time I knew it was out. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, there you go.
So I binged watched it up. I'm like, woohoo.
Squeaky chair.
What else other than the downfall of EA is approaching?
We're getting there.
We're getting there
Soon.
soon.
Oh, that's pretty much all I have.
That's about all. That's
I'm gonna
about
keep
all I
watching
have,
Dragon
too.
Ball Super. I'll probably next podcast I'll relay information, because after the Frieza saga here in Super, I'll have not seen anything, because I've seen like clips and stuff.
Yeah. I still won't know squat about
But-
Super. I'm still trying to actually finish all of Z.
Yeah,
I watch maybe an episode or two.
You gotta
every
watch
week.
GT after that though, for the true experience.
Do I?
Yes, it's 64 episodes.
But isn't it already considered not canon?
Shut up. Technically,
I'm not saying
yes,
I won't watch it. I just do. I have to
Technically,
watch
yes.
it before I start Super. That's what I'm getting
No.
at. So yeah,
but you should,
I'll-
because it was made before Super,
I don't mean shit.
and it's
There's
really
not-
good.
there's a lot of.
It's really good.
I'll still watch it. I'm just not going to start it yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, finish
Like,
Z first.
I'm like, I got all sorts. I still got to
Um,
finish like Critical Role. I got a bunch of shit I got to finish still.
And then the movie for Dragon Ball GT, A Hero's Journey, I think is fantastic. It's about Goku Jr.,
Gotcha.
Pan's grandson. It's like way in the future.
You mentioned that one to me.
It's a bummer. Sad.
Speaking of shows that have to be finished, are you watching anything you still need to currently finish? Other than like I just mentioned a couple of mine. I'm almost caught up on Vikings right now.
It's fucking, other than Super and Toradora rewatch, I've been watching through Twin Peaks. I'm like halfway through season 2.
Dude, I've watched the first 3 episodes so many fucking times, and then I stopped watching.
Well, it's
And
extra
I
tough
forget
because
to
the
keep
first
going.
episode's like an hour and a half.
Yeah. And then I forget to continue to watch after that. I'm like,
I haven't watched in a while. I need to watch the last 2 episodes of It's Always Sunny season 11 before it's taken off Netflix. I think that's like it. Just Twin Peaks mostly, because I haven't seen season 3 yet, and I haven't finished season 2 before, so I'm getting there.
well, I think I found something for you to additionally watch once you're finished on some stuff. So.
Oh no, give me a year. That's how long it'll take.
Well, I think there will be more seasons of this within a year, so you'll be good to go. Can
What
give
is
you
it?
some the Fate Stay series.
Oh, okay. Heard it mentioned a lot.
So, and how have you watch it in the
Is that the one that's the
timeline
Fate
order?
Grand Order is also a part of?
Yeah,
I keep seeing everywhere.
I haven't seen I don't know what fucking Grand Order has to do with any of the story.
Oh, okay.
I know because I watched it in the timeline sense,
Yeah.
not in the released and like game released
Sure.
sense, because it makes more sense to watch in the timeline. But Zero was fantastic. Unlimited Blade Works was really cool.
I love that name.
I
a
just
lot.
yeah. Oh, dude, when you understand what it's about too, you get rock hard. me was
Make
like
Colossus sounds.
whoa. You will get rock hard. It's
Nice.
fantastic.
Good. I like getting
And then
rock.
Apocrypha or whatever was released on Netflix a couple weeks ago, and I watched through all of that. And so I'm inclined to believe that there's going to be a season 2 for it. I don't know, because all of these are based on visual novel fighting games. I don't know how all of them tie in, because I don't play them. 'Cause
Austin
they're
doesn't play fighting
expensive.
games.
I do, and
No,
I
he
don't. I don't play them often. I play a lot
Not
more.
as often as you should.
I play Persona 4
good for
Arena
your
more than I
soul.
do any of the other ones.
Persona 4, not Ultimax, but regular Arena is backwards compatible on Xbox, which is the dumbest fucking
that
shit
is
I've ever
really
seen.
weird.
Well, I mean, Street Fighter 4 did the same thing where vanilla was backwards compatible, and then like months later, Super AE was backwards compatible, which then by default makes Ultra backwards compatible. So it was like, Why didn't you just do Ultra, the one that everybody fucking has? I guess maybe they have to do them in a certain order. I don't know.
I don't know.
'Cause, yeah, P4U makes more sense.
I wonder if there's a release, like a game's released order they have to follow.
Maybe.
Feels weird.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
yeah. So we never did a video on that, did we?
On Ultimax?
Persona 4, yeah. Did we? I don't think so.
We did. We did a Persona 4 Arena Ultimax deal.
Did we?
Yeah, because it had all the new characters in it. That's why we didn't do Persona 4 Arenas, because Ultimax is coming.
No, but we did a video on that.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Just us fighting. We didn't do the story.
Well, yeah.
We could do the story.
I don't really care. Frankly, I don't care.
That's fair.
Which is so weird because it's like fighting game. It's like, yay, it's like story mode. I'm like, fighting game story modes are like.
Well, and that one
really
in particular, it's a really long text you have to read.
It is, yeah.
Based story mode, not cutscenes like Street Fighters.
Yeah. I still haven't finished Persona 4 Dancing All Night either.
No,
it's
all good.
Story is very slow. Very, very, very slow.
It's Persona.
It's very repetitive. But it's
a
not
long
great
story.
Persona either.
That's the part
It
that makes
starts
it
off
bad.
really strong and then it just gets fucking slow.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack is fantastic.
Oh,
so it gets
also,
pretty fast.
podcast listeners, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I just downloaded it. I hope it's good. Garrett,
I've heard it's good.
you need to download it.
Bitch, I won't delete the shit I have. So it might be a while.
You need to download it because I need you to come visit my camp.
I'll visit your camp.
And I need to visit your camp.
No, I have Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle that I've been playing every single day for the past 2 weeks.
What else is on there that you don't play that you're like, I'm not getting rid of it though?
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. It takes up a lot of space.
What else is on there?
Tumblr.
Don't get rid of that.
Yeah. Facebook Messenger app. Snapchat. Tinder.
There's got to be other games.
My phone
on there
storage
that's-
is no. That's the only actual game, but it's on my internal storage, and it's like over a gig. I can't move it to external for some reason.
You should be able to download the other one to external.
I just freed some space. I'll have to check, but yeah, I do want to get it.
Download.
Yes.
I just downloaded it.
Okay. Well, we somehow managed to make this almost exactly the same length as the last one.
That's good. That's good. We're about out with stuff to talk about, really, without jacking up any recordings we do. So
Yeah.
So
Alrighty. Well, I suppose until next time.
yeah.
This is the Galaxy Upper Squadron signing off.
Bye.
Okay, bye.